as the question says, a bullet of mass 20 grams moving horizontally at a speed of 300 meters per second is fired into a wooden block of mass 500 grams suspended by a long string. The bullet crosses the block and emerges on the other side. If the center of the mass rises through a height of 20 centimeters, find the speed of the bullet as it emerges from the block. Now let us first draw the diagram for this question, in which we are having a block of, let us say, mass capital M, in which a bullet of mass small m coming with an initial velocity of u comes and strikes it. After this collision, the bullet comes out of it with a velocity of v, while this block of capital mass M moves with a velocity of v dash. Due to this velocity v dash, this block actually does a motion and reaches a position raised by a height of 20 centimeters. And we need to find this value of v with which the bullet was moving. So all we can do with this information is to apply the work energy theorem for this block of mass capital M. Now friends, we can see that if it has rise to the maximum height, then obviously the velocity must be 0 at this position. So the kinetic energy is 0. Now talking about the initial kinetic energy, we have half mv dash square. Now this initial is immediately after the collision with the bullet. So it is having v dash actually. And we need to take the total work done. This is the change in kinetic energy equals to total work done. And work done is only by the gravitational pull. Since force is in downward direction but the motion is in upward direction, there is a negative work done of amount mgh, giving me the value of v dash to be under root 2gh. And since h has been given as 20 centimeters, we get the value of v dash to be 2 meters per second. Now we are having the value of v dash and we need to find the value of v. And we all know that on the system consisting of this bullet and this block of mass capital M, there is no external force. And since the external force is 0, we can easily conserve momentum. And with that only we can write mass of the bullet into its initial velocity plus mass of block into its initial velocity equals to mass of bullet into its final velocity plus mass of the block into its final velocity v dash. Putting the value of v dash into this equation, we get the value of v by putting the values, that is 0.02 into 300 equals to 0.02 into v plus 0.5 into 2, giving us the velocity to be 5 by 0.02, that is 250 meters per second. So this is actually the speed of the bullet as it emerges out from the block.